Hi there. I am making this video to state that suicides are tragic. Suicide is an unfortunate thing. Now, this may seem like common sense, and, well, yes, it is, for most people. I'll say why suicide is tragic. Suicide is tragic because I personally think humans have a potential to enjoy living life on Earth. And we have a potential to create fulfilling, worthwhile relationships that are enjoyable and mutually beneficial. So, if a suicide happens, then that individual misses out on the opportunity to enjoy life on Earth, at least in this present moment. So with that being said, that suicide is tragic, at least for adults. Even though it is tragic, we should not be using force and coercion on adults to stop them from engaging in suicide. Of course, very public suicides should not be legal, just like having intercourse in public is not legal. Keep it private, but we shouldn't be using force and coercion on adults. This video is not about why we should not be using force and coercion. I will say that instead of force and coercion, we should be using kindness and persuasion to try and stop all suicides from happening. In the United States, there's somewhere between usually about 30 to 40,000 suicides each year. I think it'd be great if we could get that to zero. I think I heard a figure of something like maybe 1 million suicides on Earth each year, out of all the 7 billion humans. And that's tragic. I think that's sad and unfortunate, and again, if we can get that to zero, that'd be great. But we just shouldn't be using force and coercion on adults. With that being said, I'll also recommend you read the book Fatal Freedom, The Ethics and Politics of Is that the subtitle? I know the main title is Fatal Freedom. I think it's The Ethics and Politics of Suicide. Something like that. As a subtitle. It's by Thomas Sawes, a psychiatrist who passed away at the age of 92 in 2012. And additionally, I'd recommend reading Suicide Prohibition, The Shame of Medicine, is another starting point. So again, just to reiterate, suicide's tragic and unfortunate. We shouldn't be using force and coercion on adults to stop them from engaging in it. However, we should use kindness and persuasion. And I think ultimately, if we ever want to get to a point where people are not ending their own lives, we're not going to accomplish that through force and coercion. I think that likely just makes the problem worse ultimately. So we need to start using purely persuasion, reason, and kindness, again, rather than force and coercion. So I'll end it there. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, or night, whenever and wherever you may be.